Kristen Barnes here with the Eagle Mountain Saginaw Athletic Department. Welcome to the football edition of the 2016-17 Athletic Showcase. We're here at Boswell High School with veteran head football coach John Abanchan, better known as Coach Ab to his players. We will hear from Coach Ab and his players on how they plan on making playoffs in new district, District 658. Let's go to Coach Ab.
And in this district, you know, obviously that the best team in the state arguably is Aledo, and they're in there. So the road goes through there. But Northwest is playing awfully good football.
It's a lot different than last year. A lot bigger teams, I guess you could say. Having Aledo, Northwest, Eaton added to our district, and still having Saginaw and Chisholm, and especially Hazel. Brewer's a top contender too.
With Brewer in their past, we have always played each other extremely tight. So to win district, you got to be 1-0 because you got to get to 2-0 somehow, and or at least you got to win. You got to win in this district. You got to win 7 games. So if we can continue to climb and continue to get better, we're going to put ourselves in a great position to do that. And
our district this year will show challenges, but I feel like we can overcome any of them.
Fortify the fact of what our goal is, what's our ambition, and that's just to continue to get better and be at the top of the district and give ourselves a chance to win it when it's all said and done. We have all spring long went through the book Above the Line by Urban Meyer, and he talks about that leadership is not an essential part of a team, it is the essential part of a team. And our leadership in this situation that we're in right now has been absolutely incredible. I could not be more proud in the fact that Damon Williams, through injury, has still led these guys through an example, and that's the way he is. Chris Delgado, same thing. Stepped into a position at quarterback and never played it, never batted an eye, never complained, and that meant a lot to the kids. He did get injured, but even as an injury, he's still working hard. Justin Watson at center is a workhorse and plays extremely hard and does great things. Hunter Harp at middle linebacker is a kid that is our leader on defense, but leads through example in his work and in the way that he plays, and people follow that. Jake Allsbrooks at the guard position, I think could arguably be our best leader right now because of what he's doing as just with his own guys and his conversations and how he plays and practices, because that goes a long way. He's able to talk to those guys in the locker room. He's able to kind of lead them along. Guy gets, you know, not everybody has a great day, but he's able to pick them up and do those type of things. Carter Dorsett is another Captain's Council member that doesn't get to play as much, but is a leader in the fact that he does his role to the best of his ability, and that speaks volumes for a guy that's not starting, not playing 100 snaps, but he's showing the other guys, hey, everybody's got a role, and you never know when he goes in, he plays hard. He's on a kickoff return. He's on the kickoff team. He does the things that he's asked to do extremely well. Jake Muller, I think, is having played arguably one of the best games against Hazel. Had a couple of catches, had 16 tackles, and was a force on every special team. He's another leader, and he has just worked every single day. Never batted, never got upset, never did anything. Justin Bratton, another kid that we've asked him to play outside backer. We've asked him to play running back. We've asked him to play receiver. He's played on special teams and all those kind of things. Andrew Fuller, the same thing, where it's one of those things that he's battling through injury, but always working to get better. And so, like I said, for me, our guys that just day in, day out, that leadership aspect is so key, because everybody is looking for a leader. Every person in that locker room is looking for someone to lead them, especially in these times where things get lean. And it's real easy to say, well, let's just look at next season. Well, these seniors don't have a next season, and this is it. And so they've lived up to it and have been nothing but positive.
I was playing catch with Coach Ab, and I messed around and said I could be a quarterback, and he took me serious. Our quarterback went down during the scrimmage, and he thought of me, put me in, threw 2 touchdowns, and guess I had potential, and it went from there. It became the starting quarterback the first week. Only played 3 games, but it is what it is, and now we have a freshman at the spot who has tons of potential, more than I did, and we all believe that he can get the job done.
We have a freshman quarterback, and he came out on Friday and really showed out, and so I have faith in him and this team, and I feel like we're gonna go back to the playoffs this year. We're gonna go further than we did last year.
We've just had some injuries, and not only at quarterback, we've at several key spots that has been a challenge to situate through and that type of stuff. But we can lay in a corner and cry, or we can say, all right, what's the best way we can go about it? So we've had kids practicing both ways, playing both ways, which is not conducive to 5A football, but we're not in a 5A football situation right now. And so we've had to, and kids stepped up. Our motto is rise up, and if we had made that motto like 2 weeks ago, that would make total sense. But we made it way back in the spring, and it's funny how it's coming to fruition now. That's exactly what we're doing, and we got to continue to do that. Like I said,
rise up. We go through a lot. Every team faces adversity. So when you face adversity, you have to rise up. Like Watson said, we had a lot of injuries. We had some people that left us that we thought we would be playing with this year, and for them to leave, we just have to rise up for it. We got a lot of young guys that are stepping up. That stepped up in the Hazel game, matter of fact, for us, and to see that, I'm glad to see our motto is sticking. My name is Damon Williams. I'm the running back for Boswell High School. I run track. I do powerlifting. Yeah, I like to eat. I like to eat, and cooking's sometimes I gotta cook to eat. So I've learned how to cook since I was little, and I like it. I've always wanted to be a chef. But if I can bring football as far as I can, that's really the plan. But to be a chef is my second goal.
My name's Hunter Hart, number 20. I play middle linebacker. I power lift. I pole vault in track sometimes, just depends, I guess. And I play baseball.
Inside, let's go! Keep seatbelt 3, 1, 2, 3. Rise up.
I think rise up means to me injuries, yes, but also a bunch of teams doubted us at the beginning of the year because we were losing people and people were getting injured and stuff. And so I think it just rising up and proving other teams wrong that they don't know who we are.
This is my 15th year here at Boswell, and I'm my 11th year as head coach. And when I moved here, I thought I might be here 1, maybe 2 years, and so life has a funny way of working out, and I'm blessed to be here, and my family's grown up here, and so I'm proud to be a Pioneer. I graduated from Abilene Cooper and played for Randy Allen, who's now the head coach at Highland Park, and then I went to a place called Eastern New Mexico and played there for 3 semesters, and it was I grew up a lot. And then my best friend from Abilene Cooper was playing at Tech, and so I went and walked on and went through that, sat out a season, and then came back on an off season, basically snuck back in and started working out, and earned my way onto the team. And then my senior year earned a scholarship and got to play my senior year, which was an incredible experience. And so got to play then and really enjoyed. I got to play for Spike Dykes, who is a legend, and his whole coaching staff were awesome. And that's the only reason I got a shot, is because they took chances on a guy that didn't really look like much, or didn't have all the stature as a lot of other guys. You talk about a bunch of tough kids that just battled to the end and believed in each other, and I think faith and belief are 2 things you can't account for, and we've got a lot of it.